Episode 4: Punishment, Risk and the Silencing of Mothers. In the previous episodes, we examined how safeguarding concerns are reframed, how custody battles emerge, and how financial incentives can shape outcomes. In this episode, we look at what happens when mothers refuse to accept that reframing. When a mother continues to assert that her child is at risk, the system often responds not with further investigation, but with control. Control takes many forms. Court orders restricting contact, prohibitions on making further applications, non-molestation orders, reporting restriction, and gagging orders. These measures are justified as necessary to provide stability. But stability is increasingly defined as the absence of challenge. When orders are imposed, compliance becomes the test of safety. A mother who complies is described as insightful. A mother who questions is described as risky. Breaches, even minor or inadvertent ones, are treated seriously. A brief encounter, an email sent, a message passed through a third party, each can be framed as evidence of obsession or harm. This is how civil family court orders begin to carry criminal consequences. Mothers can be arrested and imprisoned, not for harming their child, but for breaching orders designed to keep them away from that child. Risk frameworks then escalate. Mothers have found themselves assessed under public protection arrangements intended for dangerous offenders. MAPA classifications, originally designed for violent or sexual criminals, are applied in cases involving no criminal conviction. The label of risk spreads. It follows mothers into prisons, into probation, into future proceedings. Once applied, it is extremely difficult to remove. Importantly, these outcomes are not career-ending for professionals. When children are harmed after remaining with a parent, reviews are commissioned and lessons are said to be learned. But the same structures remain. For the mother, the consequences are permanent. She loses contact, she loses voice, she loses credibility. The episode is not about accusing individuals of cruelty. This episode is about understanding how systems protect themselves when challenged. Silencing becomes safety, compliance becomes care, and punishment becomes proof that the system was right all along. In the final case study episode, we will examine how all of these forces converge in one mother's story and what happens when independent scrutiny finally enters the picture.